Okay, hello, my name is Jordan Norkey. I'm a freshman at Tecumseh High School, and I feel that our high school has really prepared me with really advanced classes that I really love, and it has great musical theater programs, and it has so many advanced courses that I can take, and I think that Tecumseh High School is really cool. So, yeah.
And extracurricular activities, and so have my older brother and younger sister. There have been many nights that we find ourselves sitting around and comparing our experiences with our parents' school experiences. While we do this, I can't help but think what school would be like without clubs, sports, extracurricular activities, and yes, challenging academics. What kind of person would I be without those experiences? Will my younger sister be able to experience everything that I did? When I become a teacher, will I be able to offer my students the same experience I had? Will the funding be there so I can be there? I hope so, because those little extra things offered to me at Tecumseh Public Schools has made a huge impact on my life and has helped make me into the person I am today.
We have all heard the present talk of the changes and what is right versus what is wrong. But to both of us, there is no wrong. The only wrong would be to take away from our students' ability to learn and be part of after-school activities. That's the only wrong there is. As long as there's a public school system and our students are learning something to help them better their futures, there is no wrong.
In addition to many great memories, I also received an education from Clinton Community Schools that gave me a solid foundation for the rest of my life. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I was given, and I hope that the same opportunities are afforded to all of the students who will come through the school. The programs that can be available through the school shape the lives and character of everyone involved. My younger sister, who is currently in middle school, and my brother, who's in elementary school, deserve the same chances I was given to find out what they're passionate about and set them on the right track to a successful future. The only way that they're going to be able to get that head start and be ready to compete with others in school and the workforce is if people make sure to prioritize their education. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you a little story about me. When I was in elementary school, early when I started going, I believe I was in second grade when this happened. I had a tough time in high school, in school. It was very difficult. I went through a lot of testing, and one day they told me to come to the office. I'm like, oh man, I'm in trouble. I went to the office. There was the principal. There was two other teachers. There was my uncle there. And the first thing I said is like, hey, whatever it is I did, I didn't do it. You have no proof. And the principal started laughing, and so the meeting went on a little bit, and it was, through all the test results that I'd taken, they found out I had a learning disability. And I started crying. I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, I'm gonna die, I'm young. The principal's like, no, you're not gonna die, you have a learning disability, and he went on about it, So I'm like, phew. So I went out to lunch, and I sat down and all my friends, the meeting lasted about 2 hours, my friends went over there and they're like, so what happened? And I said, you know what, you might want to stay away from me, I'm sick, I have a learning disability, I don't get no one sick. And the teacher, a couple of days later, because the rumor was going around, I'm contagious, stay away from him, I can't leave in school. She sat me down and she explained a little more about my learning disability. And basically she said, there's two things you can do. You can be on the fly on the wall and let life go by and just see it happen. or you can be someone sitting in the chair and be a voice, you know, and have a hand on your future, you know, and basically just, you know, when people help you accept it. Don't just roll your eyes, you know. It was embarrassing for a lot of people that had a learning disability, and that's a common thing. It's not, you know, there's a lot of people with learning disabilities, you know, and I think today is a great honor. I think it's an honor to talk to you, you know, people out here today, tell you my, you know, what my experience in high school. But you know, today this is our voice. You know, everyone's going to hear us. Lenawee County's going to hear us. You know, Lower Michigan, Lansing, it's going to get carried throughout. You know, everyone's going to hear what we have to say today.
Yeah, that's the kind of teachers we have in public schools. I just want to point that out. I've had exactly the same experience. Teachers are so caring and so interested in our education, and I just want to thank you, all of you teachers. You don't know the difference you've made in our lives.
Thank you. I'm Jim Van Dorn, and I'm an alumni of Adrian High School from 1965. And I attended, some of you probably won't even remember this or know about it, Old McKinley School and then New McKinley School. So, Ralph, the only difference between you and I is when I got called into the principal's office, I couldn't say I didn't do it. But anyways, welcome everyone. What better place to kick off this rally than this old courthouse representing the character and virtues of the Lenawee County community. I encourage you to keep the message rolling, supporting all aspects of the education of our youth. Thank you.
The hindrance of such instrumental people in shaping our youth for greatness will result in nothing short of catastrophe. I do not know the inner financial workings of every Michigan school. In fact, I do not even know my own school's financial woes. But I can assure you of two things. One, any further budget reductions will inhibit, at least for my school, our ability to shape the minds of our youth. And two, such an inhibition will cause a ripple effect, not only throughout Michigan, but throughout the entirety of the world. At the chance of sounding cliche, our children are indeed our future. The recovery of Michigan lies not solely in the auto industry, nor does it lie simply in budget cuts or higher taxes. No, only through the innovation which America has so perfectly patented can we hope to see brighter days. Our children are not the innovators of tomorrow. Our children are the innovators of today. Which is why I ask you, is selling our future to secure our present an enduring decision? Thank you.
First of all, I want to know how many of you have gone to a public school. Raise your hand. All right, that's a pretty good amount. How many of you have taken a physics class in a public school? Keep your hand raised. How many of you have participated in the drum line? Yeah, I see you guys over there. How many of you have painted a picture in an art class? How many of you have participated in a school play? How many of you have hated going to gym class every day? Me. I'm not a physical person. Let's see, how many of you have loved your language arts class? So, I think it's safe to say that all of us have taken something out of public schools. It's not just those of us who are standing up here, it's all of us. And this is why it's important. We need to keep funding to keep our community growing. Without education, what are we? So I guess my only question is, what are we going to do about it? I'm not going to sit and watch our legislators who are going to be representing me in the 2012 election. I'm going to be voting. I'm not going to vote for someone who's not going to pay attention to my education. As a future voter, I'm not going to stand aside. So I guess that's it.